We were a whisper, a myth told by desperate refugees huddled in the ruins of their worlds. A signal for help, pulsed into the dying static of a broken sky. They would tell stories of us, stories of phantoms descending from orbit, of shock troops emerging from smoke and fire, their armor glowing with the cold blue light of combat runes. They said we came like thunder, that human exosuits would land with an impact that shook the very foundations of their besieged cities, and that where we walked, hope followed. They saw a lone soldier march through flames to shield the fleeing. They saw our war mechs rise from scorched earth like ancient gods, turning the tide against enemies that had known only victory. Across the galaxy, a broadcast would play on a loop: alien races, worlds on the brink of extinction, begging for a savior. And we answered. We always answered. Our special forces would breach the strongholds of their oppressors, lit by the crimson glow of emergency alarms. Our colossal dreadnoughts, titans of steel and fury, would tear through hyperspace, waking from a long sleep to deliver salvation. Our soldiers, clad in dark nano-armor, would lift the fallen to safety, their faces hidden but their purpose clear. When our fleet arrived, it was said the very sky would split open, an overwhelming, beautiful, and terrifying force. We were the guardians they never knew they needed. Our Marines would raise protective energy barriers over civilians, a shimmering shield against the darkness. A single human in powered armor could halt a monstrous invader in its tracks, a lone figure standing against an apocalypse. On devastated battlefields, the only light would be the glow of our weapons powering up. Our medics, working under dim clinic lights, would tend to the wounded, making no distinction between human and alien. From the bridge of a flagship, a shadowed commander would glare down at a hologram of enemy positions, charting a course not for conquest, but for rescue. Alien elders, who had seen empires rise and fall, would bow as our armored warriors marched forward. The first of our mechs stepping through the rubble was a promise, a metal giant sent to hold back the night. Our drop pods streaked across smoky orange skies like vengeful comets, each one carrying a payload of defiance. We were the silent blade in a ruined temple, the glowing cybernetic eyes scanning a burning capital, the unmovable object that shielded children from artillery. Our drones would unfold metallic wings, diving into the fray like birds of prey. And when enemy armies saw our reinforcements arrive, when they saw the war banners of Earth unfurling in the wind of their world, they would lay down their arms. Surrender was their only option. We were the sniper on a broken tower, the medic carrying the wounded through rubble, the Titan-class battlesuit punching back a war beast that had shattered armies. Our assault carriers filled their skies like a metallic storm, and our commanders would kneel to comfort a single frightened child. We were the defensive ring around the refugees, the stealth ship uncloaking above a city on its last breath. Our orbital cannons fired beams that carved through enemy fleets with absolute precision. We were the warrior stepping out of the smoke, armor scarred but spirit unbroken. We were the moment of first relief on a terrified face, the ones who lifted debris off a trapped family. The pilots launching into Starfire, the engineers building shelters from the wreckage. On a battlefield silenced by our arrival, we would raise a fallen alien flag to restore their hope. We held the line against impossible odds. Our rallying cry, spoken from commander to soldier, echoed across 1,000 worlds. Protect them at all costs. They watched us descend like guardian angels and fight like demons. And when the battle was won, when the dawn broke over a city saved, our fleet would depart. And the survivors, the ones we pulled from the jaws of extinction, would look up at the sky, saluting the monstrous protectors who came when all others had fled. They called us Earth, and we answered.